I hear it. Ale- Alex just fed you to the wolves and said, "Fend for yourself." I mean, that is important though. Let's not write that off. Hit escape. Hit escape. Are you getting nothing? Go back to the game and click on like Max or something. Do you like and just get him to say some nonsense? That ain't that ain't good. All right, Jackie. Cancel the Discord stream. Put me back on OBS. See if we can fix this.
Shitbags. It's a good thing they can't hear me
they,
cursing my face.
Oh, the worst part is that means that no one heard your Alex having a clean asshole line. Oh, they do. Can you show me OBS instead? Oh no, Seraph did hear something from you, Jackie. Cut out again, but there was something. It's okay. It's not directed towards me. I'm fine. Oh god, what's happening? All right, Jackie, cut the Discord stream. So now show me the OBS window or the monitor. Uh, Yes, this Discord is dumb. All right, so I don't see your mic getting picked up at all by OBS. Can you hit? All right, can you hit settings? Hit audio on the left side. No, no. All right, all right. So under the mic slash auxiliary audio one, click that, and then click microphone at the bottom. Hit apply. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I think Sarah should hear you now.
Can people hear me now? Yay! Now why can't I hear the goddamn game?
All right. I'm gonna suggest you quit the game and go back into the game.
Okay.
Just in case, because of all of the fuck up of Alex coming in and saying, "Oh, this USB port doesn't work," and I'm
Yeah.
going to jumble all of them around for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
might have caused it to get onto the wrong audio output. So hit continue.
Am I supposed to be hearing something now?
I don't think there's anything in the menu.
Oh,
Do you hear it?
I think I heard something. Nope.
Damn it. Yeah, I don't see it getting picked up by desktop audio in OBS either. Alright.
I don't give a shit about that.
Can
Hang on. Oh, right. Let me see if it's a settings thing.
No.
No?
Nah, that's right. Whenever I was getting the audio just fine.
Oh.
Okay. Hit quit. We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. On stream, at least everyone can hear you now.
Yay!
Go to hit the Windows icon.
Oh god. Alright. I'm on the other screen. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, do it from the screen. Hit the gear. Two above it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, settings. Thank you. Hit, where the fuck is it? Top one, left one now. Apparently it's just the system. Fucking Microsoft. Alright, it's sound. The second one. Okay. Can you change the output device? Change that to Realtek. Yep. Alright. Hit exit from this now. Okay. Start the game again.
Oh! There's clickies! Okay.
Alright.
Half hour later.
The problem was Alex decided to say, let's change all the USB ports.
Well, he never told me that some of them don't work. I didn't know that. How the fuck was I supposed to know that?
No, it's
Where's
not your
the
fault.
fucking light? Oh my god, I bought him lights and they're fucking gone.
Well, there's kids,
I swear to god. I'm so
Alright.
frustrated. Why do I bother? Why the fuck do I even bother? I swear to god, I'm losing my fucking mind.
It's okay, Jackie, we're here.
Ugh.
Alright, now you can, on Discord, set me back to watch the game instead of me over here.
I'll do that.
We're almost there.
Okay. Don't worry about it, Sarah.
Yay.
This is the life I
did it.
chose. I mean, there's only so much I can say to be like, oh man, this is bullshit, blah blah blah. I chose this. Chose this hell. Thank God. Alright. Since that's gonna be a thing later.
I don't remember that quote.
It happens.
Oh my god, that was almost 2 years ago, Jackie.
Fucking just burn me alive. Alright, so where are we supposed to be going now?
No. I don't remember.
Oh. I don't remember the last thing we did.
Shit.
I'm gonna go through this whole fucking container of brownies tonight. I can feel it.
Well, there are worse things. We're trying to find something. This isn't helping.
I just want to know the last thing we did. His steamer trunk,
Oh,
right?
We were attempting to get him out of the room so we could look at the steamer trunk.
Right. That was it. That's the one. Alright. That's right, because now we're... What are we, anti-sexy?
Yes, your boy Jurgen.
So we're... Shit. Sorry, the brownish falling apart. So we're, which one are we supposed to repel? Obviously not Amelia Earhart, baby. Because that's gross. Oh, I forgot I have to fucking drag.
No,
God, I hate
think
these.
I think Alex did want you to go to... I think that was the last thing we were going to try, is to talk to Amelia.
I hate these controls. I forgot how much I hate these controls.
Hey, baby Amelia Earhart.
All right, we pushed her down over to the
Don't do
elves.
that again.
All right, we did that. What did we get from that? Check your inventory.
Did we get anything from that?
Yeah, maybe. Nope.
Nope.
No, wait. Oh, we got access. Can you go talk to the elves down the hall now?
Oh, yeah.
If you recall, we had her test out something.
Yeah, she tested the toy that they were working on. The biplane.
Yeah?
Fill your teeth.
Oh, try to inspect the apartment. I don't know.
I forgot my blanket. This is
forgot
just a really bad fucking night. Alright. Obviously we can't inspect the compartment now, right?
Pringle wants to see you.
Yeah? Wonder what he wants.
What? Pointless.
He said he never sent for me. What are you trying to pull?
Your leg. It's a bad joke.
Yeah?
How many elves you got in there?
At last count, 153.5.
Hang on, I can't hear you very well.
Gary, the third level paladin, is only half elf.
That's weird, I can't.
What did the Kringle want you line? What does that have? What does that do?
That was when we sent him out of the car and he came back and
Yeah,
said,
I know. Try it. I just want to see what it
Pringle
says.
wants to see you.
Yeah? Wonder what he wants.
Okay. Go follow him.
I couldn't.
No.
There's no
Go
thing.
back.
He
Go
said
back
he
that
never
way.
sent for me. What are you trying to pull?
I hate those teeth. Make sure nothing new. Okay.
So, go back that way. That's the part I didn't remember last time.
The blue car or
Yeah, that entrance. Exit.
oh right. Weirdo.
So,
Oh good, Alex is here. He can take over.
Where's the drill?
What?
he's
Where's
here,
the
though.
drill?
Are you for real right now?
I'll need the drill if you want hot water, otherwise it's cold.
It's in the closet where it always is. Jesus Christ. I hope this is worth it, man. You should have done this last night, like I told you.
I could have also done it tonight.
You could have done it well before now.
When would I have done it?
I don't know, Al. Whenever you felt like cleaning your asshole.
Well, that's now.
Boo.
I was about to talk to Hoops and I was like, my ass.
He's a wuss, isn't he?
Don't worry about it.
Huh. So wait. Is you're gonna
Hiya,
vampire yet?
Sammun-Mak.
Not yet. Remember that one elf is the vampire?
Yeah, I know. That's why I thought getting them out here, tell them to come out here would help. But that didn't.
Oh, we gotta get an elf to come back here.
Well, that's what we just did with the talk to
What's the
Kringle.
process?
Hmm.
What's the dilemma?
You're right. What?
What's your dilemma?
Do you want to do this and then do that afterward?
No.
Jesus. We're trying to figure out how to get the elf back here to make Jurgen a vampire.
Where's the,
There's nowhere for me to go. Holy cow.
didn't we get the thing for the spell?
What thing for what spell?
The Hexo Rejecto one? That one?
We already have it.
I know.
Yeah. He's throwing some words around.
We changed the spell, so we got the can.
Yep,
right?
we did that part already because that's how we figured out about the biplane.
Yeah, we did that part because we figured out about a biplane. What are you doing with drill bits? Are you gonna drill a hole through our water line?
No, I'm going to drill a hole through the encampment of our sink because the hot water comes from the sink hot water line.
Okay. Jesus Christ, you scared the shit out of me.
This has disaster written all over it.
Yeah, well.
You know, do you like having a
I need
sink,
to spend to
Jackie?
do it.
I like
Well,
having a
soon you-
bathroom.
Soon you won't.
Could you bring me the brownie box?
I'll bring you a brownie.
No. If you're gonna bring me the brownie instead of the box, then bring me more than one brownie and don't make it just two.
A number somewhere between 3 and box.
Oh, yeah, Sarah, so if you're wondering what's happening, Alex is setting up his new bidet. That's why all of this is happening. He decided, instead of setting it up like last night, like he said he was gonna do. Thank you! I'll save some for you.
Don't worry about it.
I do.
Enjoy those 6 brownies.
I will.
It is between 3 and Bob.
Alright. Welcome to Watch Jackie Gain 20 pounds.
Not from 6.
I've already had 3.
Not from 9.
Alright, let's see. That's our room. Alright, so what he said, alright, so we've figured out the biplane thing. And I'm pretty sure that was all Amelia Earhart was supposed to do. Right? Right?
Yeah, I think it was just getting the biplane.
So that's Kringle's
We solved
room.
that already.
Go away!
Maybe we should spend our time looking elsewhere.
Okay. I hate these controls. They're
So
the
is your-
worst. Hmm? Alright, let's try this again. There's gotta be something I'm supposed to tell that elf.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I think you gotta tell him. Try again. Now that we know that Jurgen is
Yeah?
there. He wasn't there before. I don't know. Let him know. Try the Kringle again.
Pringle wants to see you.
Yeah? Wonder what he wants.
Eat Jurgen! Damn it.
He said he never sent for me. What are you trying to pull?
Let's try the inspect compartment. Or yeah. Whatever it is. Let's try the inspecting one.
Yeah?
Now that your secret's out, you won't mind if we snoop through your steamer trunks?
Ah, come on. We got nothing to hide.
There we go. Easy as pie.
153.5 steamer trunks, but no chest.
What?
A lot of chest nuts, though.
What? Okay. How about slushy? Whatever that means.
Let me talk to Slushy.
There he is.
Up, dog.
Oh, that's what you
He's
have to
the
do.
one.
Now Kringle
Pringle wants to see you.
Ah, great, because I want to see
thought the other
him.
one was Pringle.
Can't wait to
Fluffy.
see the look on his face when I tell him all about our new toy biplane.
That was it.
Don't bite
What?
me! Don't bite me!
Oh boy.
Well, what did he think?
Who?
How about the toy?
There we
Right,
go.
matter of fact, I never made it to his compartment. I got caught up in some personal business along the way. Yeah.
Oh my
Excuse me.
god. Well, and that was the end of Jurgen's.
I'll go check on him.
Do we want to?
Well, I think we have.
For all we know, his nipples are already pierced.
Is that how the process works?
Oh my god. Apparently. Because look at him.
Yes.
Oh god.
You're looking a little peaked.
I know! I have become a vampire! A horrible creature of the night, feared and loathed by all!
Ah,
shit,
cheer
now
up,
you go in the
Jurgen.
cabin.
You were loathed
Mm.
by
Yeah,
all
the
before
garlic
you
shit
became a
there. Can't get in
vampire.
there now.
Hang on. 1 second. I gotta
Stay out of the sun.
Yes, your concern is so touching.
turn the audio down for them because it's just too loud.
Is it?
For me. That should do it.
Yes.
Maybe it's the headphone. I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it.
Well, Sarah
Look on the
said it
bright
was
side.
too loud,
Surely the mole girl will leave you alone. Now you're a
so it's a
vampire.
mixing thing.
You clearly know
think I
nothing
need to
about
turn
the
you up, too.
teenage
Let's see.
girls. She thinks I am even more tragically sexy than before!
Oh,
Tough break.
Bum bum bum.
if you're still looking for the vampire reverse curse, you won't find it here.
No, it's too late for that. I was just thinking how this sarcophagus would make a voodoo bar bed if I could find another place to stash the moldering corpse.
All right then. That's not super dark
Stay
at
out of the
all.
sun.
Oh, your concern is so touching.
My god, that sarcasm. Alright, let me turn it down just a little bit more. Ah! No, the brownie's falling apart.
Oh god, not the brownie.
Few pleasures in life, man. I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, well, brownie's up there. Hot brownie top ice cream.
Hoops need raising too. I just did, yeah. I did hoops a little bit.
Is this any better?
I'm at max for you.
Usually I'm too loud.
Is there any way to raise it on your end, or is it just me?
No, I can raise it. Can you hear me, Jackie? Is it?
I can hear you. It's just very soft.
How about now?
That's perfect.
All right.
Yes.
Wah wah. I
Stay
don't
out
want
of
to
the sun.
talk to you.
Oh, your concern is so touching.
Stellar company as always, Jurgen.
Nope, his compartment's the other way.
Shit. Sorry.
Okay.
Why can't we just go back to the clicking? There's
Well-
our compartment.
I mean, most of our games are going to be this. There's
Somebody
only one other
stole the
game after
Devil's
this
Toy
that
Box from
matters.
this steamer
Telltale.
trunk.
What? A toy phoenix
Wait,
on
it's
the
not even
stream?
there.
What?
It's not even there.
Yeah, we just saw that it was missing. So who's got it? Who's the shitbag that's got it?
Who's got our toy box, do you think?
The least likely suspect, of course.
Who's the least likely
Thanks,
suspect?
Max.
Harry Houdini?
I bet you Max
Damn it,
has
we
it.
finally
Toy
made
chest where our
progress.
back
We
was
just got
turned
nothing.
right from under our nose.
Right?
They'll get what's coming to them.
An
Maybe
extreme
going out to the
wedgie
hallway
at the very
will
least.
trigger a cutscene or something.
How long till we get there, Samus?
From the looks of things, I'd say we're passing the Denmark Strait.
Ooh. And there's Kringle.
Well, maybe go check on him.
Oh, shit. I should have. Oh! Oh, I thought it was a cutscene. I got excited. Was that a chicken coop on top?
I think so.
Go away!
Maybe we should spend our time looking elsewhere.
I thought Santa was supposed to be holly jolly. Not a shitbag. It's my word of the day. Shitbag.
Good bag.
Nobody
I don't know.
knows.
It feels like it's one of your general words anyway.
Thank you. It is. Oh god, he's gonna hate this room now.
Yeah, he can't come in here. That's why we're able to
Me
search
thinks
the chest.
somebody's
Did
trying
you
to
search the
ward
chest
off
in here yet?
vampires.
No, I think you were looking in the. Did you look in this room yet? I think you're looking in the wrong
Shall
room
we?
earlier.
Yes,
That's probably
let's
why.
shall.
Maybe.
No, you don't.
Oh right, he can't come in and stop us now.
My
Yeah.
own protective talismans are keeping me away. Oh, the bitter irony of it all. Curses!
Curses indeed!
Stop! Get your filthy hands off that toy box! It's not for the likes of you. It's
Empty.
what?
The trunk is empty.
No! I have failed you, young Sagoth.
I thought Santa was supposed to be jolly, not a shitbag. Thanks, Seraph.
You know, even for a vampire, he's a weirdo.
That's the lot of them, little buddy. We've cleared everyone on the
Yay!
list.
Sweet.
Except one.
Huh?
I must admit, you had me fooled, Samus. Always so concerned about the missing toy box, and the way you were always slipping off for a smoke break.
I never slipped off for
Grand Central Station, now arriving at Grand Central Station, New York, New York.
What's that? Baby
Baby
Amelia
Amelia
Earhart?
Earhart?
Yes, baby Amelia Earhart. Little baby Amelia Earhart. Well, not good enough to play with the big boys. Oh no, she's just a woman. Well, it appears this insignificant female has beat quite a few of the big boys at their own game, and now she's going home with all the toys, while the others are left scratching their heads, wondering what hit them.
Grand Central Station.
I love her smile.
Last words before we part.
I guess I was, Sarah. Holy shit.
It's nice to share.
Kind of anticlimactic for a boss fight.
Cool.
Exciting.
That was
Let's
good.
take this toy box and skedaddle, little pal. We've got an appointment with Monsieur Paperweight.
I'm suddenly feeling less repellent, Samus.
Yay.
Yeah.
That's it? No
Now you can go
final
finish the
embrace,
questions
no
in the last
slow
reel.
fade, no
Yeah.
interminable credit sequence with cheesy pop cover of the title tune?
No, it ain't over yet, little buddy. We've still got the most important reel to go, remember? I think the story's about to come to a head. And speaking of coming to a head, I need to duck out for a minute. Don't you start the last reel without me.
Yeah, okay. Trustworthy, of course. And click.
So tell me, Samus and Maximus, to begin with, how was it you were able to pass through the mouth of the Sphinx?
Shit. What did we do?
The
Can of nuts.
Can of nuts.
After we
Can
got
of
the can
nuts.
of nuts back from the elves,
Right.
my little buddy and I squished into it and rode the Sphinx's tongue through the gate.
Once inside the tomb of Sammun-Mak, you were faced with many more dangers. Magic spells, deadly traps, bloodthirsty mole men. However, did you manage to beat the odds and secure the Devil's Toy Box?
I think only the elves were
Mm,
unbidden protection spell, right?
right.
Cleverly noting that Grandpa Mole took his cues from a hieroglyphic inscription, we turned ourselves into bas-relief tomb carvings, shuffled over to the marquee where the inscription was located, and added additional glyphs which had the effect of reversing the spell.
And also we got eaten and spit up by an asp.
I'm told that you two were victims of a brazen daytime heist on the train ride back from Egypt. Can you tell the audience how you managed to thwart the thief and recover the treasure?
Beat a baby.
The robbery was committed by none other than that irrepressible scamp, baby Amelia Earhart.
We almost got away with it, but we were a little too tough for her.
A resourceful duo, don't you agree?
That's nice. Now how about that reward?
Fear not, my talented little lagomorph. You will
Lagomorph?
receive your reward,
That's
right?
always what it's been called.
What is going on? You've got it coming? Oh no.
My dear Maximus, you have been chosen to play the starring role in the greatest spectacle of the age, the summoning of Yog-Sagoth.
The hell I have! Where's Samus?
Yog-Sagoth, most terrible of the Ancient Ones, banished from this earthly plane for 6 long millennia. But you, with your extraordinary psychic gift, you will intone the words to bring him from the realm of darkness into the light.
The hell I will!
Yes, the hell you will. If you refuse to play your role, a certain friend of yours will meet an unfortunate demise.
Samus!
An unfortunate demise in a vat of flesh-eating ants.
Yikes!
Are
Ew.
you sure this role is me?
Why is it
You're the
glowing?
one with the gift. Which reminds me,
Fire ants.
Creepy
can't
fucking
have you
man-
pulling any
dummy.
funny business.
All right then, let's get it over with. Cue up the entrance music.
Yog-Sagoth, primal prince of chaotic night,
Should I-
descend to us through the...
Should we wait for Alex for this?
Yeah, we can.
Al, how close are you?
I'm very close. I got one more thing to connect.
Hurry it up. He says he's got one more thing to connect.
All right. Well, we might as well wait at this point.
How you doing, Matt?
I'm okay. Another hectic day of work.
Oh, yeah. Alex had a run or two, so... What happened?
Oh, just you get on a phone call because they're like, it's really important that we have this phone call to discuss how we're going to do something. And then I get on the phone call, and it's like, well, do you have this? No. What about this? No. And they're like, how about we do it this way? And I'm like, that's not going to work for X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, I'm just like, oh my god. And then people are like, well, I think the easiest thing to do is this. And I'm like, no, because that's a broken design. Let's not do that. Let's come up with a proper one. And oh god.
Could have not wasted everybody's time.
Could have been done on an email too.
Yeah.
Where
Oh,
it's like,
of course, always.
so many meetings that could just be emails where I could have just written
Always.
down, here's how it should go. Any questions? No? Good.
Sometimes I wonder if like these meetings should also just be chats instead. Like if you really want to have feedback from people like right away, just do like a chat meeting. You know?
Absolutely. I hate talking on the phone.
Right? And it's like there's that way there's also no misunderstanding. Like you can read it, and plus the minutes are right there.
Exactly. No one needs to take notes afterward.
Right. So I mean, I don't know why they don't do that. I'm sure everybody's like, well, it's so much better if you can look them in the eye. It's really not. It's not better if you can look them in the eye. Just do chats. Just.
And then of course there were other issues that I had to deal with during the day. That, as usual, the number of issues rises, and then I end up, not doing other tasks because higher priority things float my way.
Right.
It's the general way of things. How about you, Jackie? How was your day?
Oh, I mean, not as bad as all that. Although my computer crashed when I was trying to trying to answer emails for Jamie, so that was a little frustrating. We're having a hard time because USPS has been really slow. So like what normally would only take 3 days to arrive at a customer has been taking at least 2 weeks. Some of them a month.
Yeah, the Pulse service has been pretty shit lately.
Yeah. And so we've had so many emails of people like, I never got my order. And I have had to, at this point I've answered so many of them. I have a spiel where I'm just like copy pasting like USPS is slow with COVID and all this other stuff. I'm, sorry, blah, blah, it'll get there. And every time they're just like, where is it? It's still not here. And then like a week later it shows up, and God, it's just like one lady was so angry she called their office today, which I don't know how she found the phone number because it's not anywhere. So that's a determined lady. But she called the office and complained. And before I could answer her email for Jamie, my computer shut down.
I have to fix one thing, so go ahead and just do it now.
Oh, okay. Here you are, Al.
There he is.
Wait, you have to go back there? No, get over here.
No, I have to go back there.
Then go do it.
Well, then don't wait for me.
I'm waiting. We'll wait. It's not even 9 o'clock. Just go. Go ahead.
Did you ever figure out the issue with not Incarnate, the other program?
No, I still haven't figured out the issue with VTT. It's not there. I'm gonna have to redo it. I'm so mad.
Oh God.
I can't tell if it's just like what I had saved disappeared, like the whole thing, because the scene was there, like you could see it. Excuse me. So I'm like frustrated that all of the settings I had for that scene are gone. So I need to I need to double check and make sure that this is not like an issue with my download, because if nothing else, I have the license number. I can always remove it from the computer and re-download it and go from there. It's not the end of the world. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
So. But yeah.
Damn.
I know. And then of course the kids are the kids. Abby is. Oh my God.
Oh, I know. Alex and I were talking about it briefly last night, but you finished Mandalorian, right?
We finished the first season.
Yes.
It was really good. I liked it.
Yeah, I like the way it ends. We just got the whole thing. I think that I liked most of the episodes. I think the second episode is very filler for being, the second episode. Where he's just like, here's some Jawas stealing my parts.
Yeah, I mean, and I liked some of that episode. I liked a bit of that episode, but not all of it. And I think that one, you're right, that one was mostly filler. Like, the pilot was very strong.
Yeah.
It was a very strong pilot for a show, let alone a season. So, That was great. And as the season progressed, I found myself getting more and more tense. Like, every episode had more tension. So I was like, this is fantastic. I really hope this show keeps this up. Like, I'm going to be really upset if they lose this, like Star Wars tends to do. But...
Yes.
Yeah.
The best episode is when they're breaking the guys out of the prison.
I thought that one was pretty cool. I liked the season finale for a couple reasons, but I really did like that prison one. I thought that was such a... I gotta tell you, the shot that really got me was when the lights were flicking on and off, and the Mandalorian was like, wasn't there, was there, wasn't there, was there, and then suddenly he's behind him. Loved that, because I was like, that is the perfect example of what a Mandalorian is supposed to be able to do.
Oh yeah, there's I like that, and then the episode with Cara Dune when they're like in the village fighting off the AT-ST.
I liked that one too. Although Alex and I were both we were making jokes the whole time though about that the widow that was trying to seduce him.
Oh yeah.
I have to say though, I said to Alex, like, I really hope they don't ruin this show by introducing a love interest. Like, I'm gonna get really upset if that's how this goes. And then like not even like a couple seconds later they had that scene where he recruited her later on the ship, and and Baby Yoda was fucking with the controls and the ship was going crazy. I fully expected her to fall onto him and then have like a whole thing with that, and they didn't do that, and I was like, oh, thank God. Thank God they were smart enough to not pull that shit.
Yeah, they don't seem to be doing that, fortunately.
Yeah, which I appreciate. I also like that the actress that plays Cara Dune, she looks like she's actually a soldier. Like, she's got arm muscles, like she's got
Well, she's a UFC fighter, right?
That's what I mean. Like, yeah, and I love that. I love that they didn't go for like a stick figure who's like just happened. Like, there's no explanation for why this girl has any kind of strength or power.
Oh yeah. It's yeah, and then you have Apollo Creed.
Yes. And Alex was bringing that up too. We got confused though because Carl Weathers looks so much like what's his face that we kept calling him Lando. Yeah. We kept calling him Lando.
They had somewhat of a role like Lando, but he
somewhat. And
it's different.
Yeah, and then they have what's his face as Moff Gideon. What's his name?
Oh, I hate that casting. Giancarlo Esposito.
You don't like him?
I love him.
Oh.
But right now it's like he's just generic villain now. If he does the same villain in every show, that's not interesting anymore.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I mean? Like, to the point where it's like he's a bad guy in this, and then he's a bad guy in The Boys, and then it's just like,
Oh, I haven't seen him in The Boys yet, so I'm not that far yet.
Don't worry, there's no spoilers there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and he was a bad guy in Breaking Bad and all that stuff. Yeah, I guess at this point, he's just typecast for that, like, intimidating, overbearing...
So, right, I think I would have preferred someone else to be in that role. But not that I'm saying he does a bad job, it's just like...
You've seen it before.
Yeah. It's the same spiel he does for all of these, really.
Yeah, I hear you.
Very good at it, but... Anyway, the very end scene with him, I did not like.
Where he comes out with his little laser sword.
Dark saber.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing to Alex last night. If you haven't seen the Clone Wars show, that's like the how do I put this? Like the implement of power for the Mandalorians. Kind of like an Excalibur sort of thing.
Right.
The person that holds that is the leader of the Mandalorians. Blah,
who holds the dark saber?
Yeah.
Oh.
I never liked that on the show because that felt like too dumb for a... That, you know what I mean? That seems more like a mythological thing rather than...
Well, I have to say, I know the Mandalorians was a race, like, before the show and everything. I do like... I know I'm sure I'm going to get all kinds of negative response from this, but I kind of like that they're making it more like a religion. Only because, Jedi. So the way that Jedi originally was, it was almost like... It was basically a religion. It was almost like a calling.
It is. It is a religion.
So, and I like the idea that, because Alex was like, it was a race, this is stupid. And the way I see it, and maybe this is my justification of it just so I can accept it, but the way I see it is, prior to this show, the Mandalorians on Mandalore were nearly wiped out. They weren't all wiped out, but they were nearly wiped out. So it's almost like when the Catholics were persecuted, in that you have a way of life, and to you it's maybe it's a racial thing or a racial culture, and your culture is pretty much a theological, what do they call those? Theological societies.
I'm not sure exactly.
It's not an oligarchy, but it's something like that. Anyway, a theological society, and you realize your way of life is going to die out if you don't expand at some point. So they just start taking in other races, the foundlings, they take in kids, whatever. So in my head, I like that it's a creed now, because like I guess they just recognized we're not going to survive if we keep it to just our race. We'll expand out.
I'm going to preclude myself from commenting too hard on this because I know what happens.
But, okay.
I will say that when I watched the first season, I was very much with Alex, where I'm like, yeah, they're distorting what it was. And granted, there's a lot of the Mandalorian stuff I haven't liked, except for the stuff in like Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, because it's just boring. So it's like just so generic warrior class kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, just to parallel with Star Trek for a moment, you have the Klingons in the original series, while being the center point of the evil villains in that show.
Right.
They're not an interesting race.
They're like space Vikings, basically.
Yeah. Well, I think they're closer in the original series. They're closer to just being an analogy for the Soviet Union.
Yeah. Well, no, that the Soviet Union wasn't that the Borg.
No.
Wasn't that communism?
No, that came later. The original series, the Klingons were just
communism.
Straight up.
Gotcha.
They're just straight up Soviet Union, because you'll have like them. There's like the few episodes where they're like fighting over planets, and like Federation's better than
Right.
But and then when the original series came around, when the next gen came around, they decided they were going to redo Klingons effectively.
Right. Well, that's why, because they had Worf on, who was like the first Klingon to go through the academy.
Right. But they couldn't, if they kept the Klingons the same way that they did in the original series, Worf would not be part of the Enterprise crew.
Right.
Like the original series Klingons were shitbags.
Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, from what I remember from the show and the movies, and I'll give you, it's not much from the show, mostly from the movies, the Klingons are absolute dickwads. Like, there's no way, there's no redeeming factor.
So they kind of made them more of a warrior society.
Right.
In the next gen, where it was more of honor and
right,
duty,
they turned it into
loyalty.
like samurai almost.
Yeah. Which made them much more interesting. And so my point was they made them interesting from just generic villains. And Mandalorians, while there's some good stuff in KOTOR, and even in the Clone Wars Rebels stuff, there's some good Mandalorian stuff. Just, I don't know, in season 1 of Mandalorian, that whole, like, oh god, it's armor, and it's like they're almost worshipping the armor. That kind of stuff was like, eh.
I feel like, maybe it's because, I like what Seraph said, by the way, it's space Taoism.
Yeah.
For Jedis, which is probably true. Maybe it's because I don't know a lot of the backstory. Like, you guys, like, you've read the books and stuff for Star Wars. So you know a lot more of, like, I never saw Clone Wars, by the way. So
yeah.
I have a very limited knowledge of certain things, but I never got it as they were worshipping the armor. I feel like it was almost like they were worshipping the call.
Well, again, I don't want to spoil too much.
Right.
But I do like how they handled all of this in season 2.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to it, because the nice thing about it is I can actually watch this with Abby in the room, so it's not the worst.
Yes.
Like, I can't watch The Boys with her in the room. There's no way.
No. Oh, no.
No. but we can watch this. And she likes it. She actually, so, let me put it this way. They were the both of them, her and Miles, were so excited. So when a show ends, by the way, Miles does this. Like, if he's watching it, or even if he's not watching it, once he hears that the show is ended, like he hears the ending music, or it just stops making sound, he looks at the TV, and then he looks at me and goes, huh? And he points at the TV, like, huh?
Where'd it go?
Right, like,
Why
you
did it stop?
gonna start it? Like, you gonna do it? So that's fun. But Abby was like, so we watched the second to last episode when spoiler alert, when what happened to Queel, and they picked up Baby Yoda, and Abby was like, oh, but they've got him. Oh, and she couldn't do it. She couldn't.
Oh yeah,
She couldn't. I was like, all right, I'll tell you what, we'll get our PJs on, and then we'll watch the episode together. We'll watch the season finale, and then we'll all go to bed, okay? And she's like, okay, so that's what we, and I was laughing, because I was like, you know what, this is the first time, though, that we've watched a show that she's actually, like, been emotionally invested in with us.
Oh, yeah.
So, and she loves Star Wars, by the way. She's going to be a huge Star Wars fan later. I mean, don't get me wrong, Vader's always going to be her top guy, which is, I mean, I'm sure there's layers there that I don't want to peel back. But...
Well,
but
if she watches episodes 1, 2, and 3, she'll still stop caring about Vader.
No, she won't. She will not. If anything, it'll just make her want to be him more.
My now 5-year-old cousin was very much the same way as Abby, very upset when anything bad was happening to Baby Yoda.
You know,
crying stuff. If anything bad happened, what's the next episode?
Well, you know what it is too? I feel like it's because like Vader is one of the characters that, because he's such an icon at this point. He's everywhere. So it's like there's all kinds of references to him. Whenever you see anything related to Star Wars, it's usually Vader. You know, Vader makes an appearance somewhere. And so that's the one that everybody like that when you don't know much about Star Wars, at least that's the thing you recognize the most. Because it's everywhere. So I think for her it's a matter of that. It doesn't, like, she doesn't acknowledge that he's a bad guy. She doesn't know that. She doesn't see that. She just sees that he's the character that spans the galaxy of this. And that's why it's been ingrained into her. And I think it's the same with your cousin. It's just that's the one that sticks out the most. And then once she's old enough to really like figure it out. I gotta tell Sarah, I mean, I know she has some weird tendencies, you know, I'll give you that. She does have empathy. She's not a total psychopath. She has empathy. But she loves that baby spider. She loves it. Like, I mean, it could be, it's not like she got it to torture it like Sid. Like, I think, so I was just telling Alex, I think that was the first sign of how Abby has a little part of me, in that she wants the broken things because no one else is gonna love them as hard. Like, so when I worked at FYE, I don't think we have it anymore. I think I donated it. When I worked at FYE, we sold those Ted dolls. Remember when Ted came out and all that shit?
Yep.
We had those Ted bears that would speak, right?
Yep.
And so there was one that came and it was damaged pretty badly, and the voice just didn't make it. It sounded awful, and I was supposed to damage it out. And basically, so what to do to damage it out? I don't know if anybody's ever told you this. When you're a manager, you basically either destroy it, or you send it back. But for the most part, they expect you to just stomp it, destroy it, you know, take a picture, send it to your manager, your district manager, then throw it out with the trash. Well, I did not have it in my heart to take a razor to Ted. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So for the longest time, I had him wear an FYE shirt, and he hung out behind the register, and he was the mascot of the store for just a little while. But then eventually they were like, we got to get rid of all the Teds, and I didn't have it in my heart, so I bought it. Because if it's like, because I don't know, Alex, and he gives me crap all the time. I know no one else is going to want this thing. And I mean, that's not as if the thing has a fucking consciousness. That's not the thing's fault. So I buy them so that they don't have to feel, oh my god, they don't have, and I know they don't have a consciousness. This is not like a mental disorder, I swear to God.
It's fine.
But I can't bring. I know, Sarah. I can't bring it. I can't bring myself to do it. It's just not right, man. So, but I think Abby has that same mentality of like, because I've noticed whenever something is not quite right, she latches onto it a little harder. I know, Sarah.
Yeah.
I know it's bad. It's not like, and you're not the first person, like my husband who loves me still tells me that that's fucked up. So it's not like, I don't know. Now imagine having that as like a serious personality trait where inanimate objects mattered to me because they may or may not have feelings. Now imagine living with a mother who believed that anything that is even remotely not pristine should be thrown out. It was traumatizing. So, yeah, it's, but I still think that the reason she's all into Vader is not because of him being a bad guy or anything like that. It has to do with the fact that he is just a very prominent figure.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of prominent Star Wars iconography, right? With, you have Vader and the X-wing and the TIE fighter,
right?
And Yoda's head and the Stormtrooper,
and that's why I think
Star,
Baby Yoda makes a big deal to her because Yoda's also a very common figure. And we have our Santa Yoda, so she's got her Santa iconography or her Yoda iconography with that. So I don't know. I'm willing to see where this goes with her. We'll see. Did I tell you that I signed her up for virtual ballet classes?
Alex said it last night, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is my test. This is my... Because if she can't follow directions, I can't... There's no point. She's getting a little bit better. She still tries to just, play around and whatever. And maybe in a live class it'll be easier because those... when you have all those kids, maybe they're better at keeping them focused. But...
Yeah.
But I have to say, she's very excited about it. Like, we put her on her little tights and her leotard and her ballet shoes.
Yeah.
And she gets really excited. And, she wants to do it. She's gotten much better at pliés. And she knows what first position is. So I consider that a win.
Yeah, definitely.
She doesn't quite understand pointing of the toes, but that's fine. And I'm not going to be like a Russian gym coach to her. So, she'll figure it out. I'm not going to like today she was trying to do stretches with her legs, out, like in a split. And as she was trying to lean forward, she's like, it hurts. And I was like, I know, honey. It's you gotta, if you want to get flexible, this is what's going to happen. It's not like, and I felt bad, but a part of me also was like, I didn't say this because I didn't want to be an absolute turd because it did hurt for her. This is the first time she's had to do this. But when I was a gymnast and I had to learn flexibility, here's what they did. And I don't know if they're even allowed to do this anymore.
Uh-oh.
But here's what they did. They would take us, put us on a beam that was 7 inches off the ground, flat on our backs.
Yeah.
And they would take our legs out into a split and make our toes touch the floor.
Oh, God.
It was horribly painful. So painful.
Oh,
and
okay.
So what they used to do for us to do, like, leg splits, where it's, like, right leg or left leg, they would have us put our heel up on that same beam, and we'd have to lay as straight as we can, and they would push us down until our torsos, until our crotches were basically on the ground.
Ugh.
It was, it hurt so much. And so, don't get me wrong, I'm still, I'm not as flexible as I was. I'm still more flexible than most people my age because of it. It stretched out my ligaments.
Yeah.
So, but
it just sounds painful.
It was not pleasant. I'll give you that. And then, so that's, I don't want her to experience that. But at the same time, it's like, if she wants this, then she has to go through some pain.
Yeah.
Seraph, when I was a gymnast, I started when I was 3. So they were doing this stuff when I was 5. So that is...
She'll be 5 in 7 months?
Yeah. Well, so that's the thing. So I would have to start her in a class. I I mean, like I said, I started when I was 3. If I put her in at 5, I mean, it would still work. It just she wouldn't be as ingrained in it as they expected me to be. I wouldn't put her in competitive either, not unless she really wanted to do that. That's just pushing it.
World.
Oh yeah, like there's like for gymnasts who want to go professional. I don't know if my mom was trying really hard to push me for this too. For gymnasts who want to go professional, they don't even go to school. They go to live-in gyms, or they go to a local gym where they train 6 days a week at least. They get their GED because they can't possibly go to school because all their time is spent training and recovering from training.
Oh God.
And it's basically like a job, and that's as a kid. So that's what I tried to tell my mom, because my mom tried to tell me like, oh, well, maybe if you were, your work ethic and blah blah blah. I was like, I actually have a great work ethic. You've never actually seen me work a job that wasn't like a shitty one for you, who expects me to literally, like the way she used to tell me, I'm paying you, so whatever I tell you to do, it's on my time. So like if she told me to wash her car, I was expected to wash her car as her office manager. That's how she treated business. And I was just like, no, that's not how that works. But she forgets that, like, from the time, so when I was 3, I would go 3 days a week. And it would be about an hour each time. That's not so bad. By the time I was 5, I was going 5 days a week for 3 hours at a time. So at 5, I basically had 15 hours every week for gymnastics, a sport that I really didn't like. I remember I did gymnastics for 10 years.
Yeah.
And I told my mom every day I wanted to quit, and every day she'd tell me, you'll learn to like it.
Never happened.
My dad is convinced that my mom was trying to live vicariously through me.
Oh God.
Yeah. So by the time I was 7, I was going 6 days a week. 3 hours during the week, 5 hours on Saturday. And that was the way it was until I quit when I was 11 and a half. And the only reason my mom let me quit is because that year I made it to states and I got 4th place on the uneven bars. And she was just like, oh, and oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, I also went to a therapist and I started crying my eyes out because I was forced to compete in a sport that I despised. And my therapist convinced my mom, maybe that's not the best thing for her.
God. Yeah.
So.
Yes, when you're forcing a kid to do something they absolutely do not want to do, that.
Yeah. And the worst part is that my sister was allowed to quit all kinds of stuff. She quit piano. Nobody argued against that. She quit softball. Nobody gave a shit about that. Like, I wasn't allowed to quit, but she got to quit all this shit. And she got to quit dance, which I would have actually liked to take, but I wasn't allowed because Amy was doing it. And I wasn't allowed to do what Amy did because Amy would have a shit fit. So, I guess I'm just unpacking all kinds of baggage right now. But anyway, so for Abby, I tried to tell her, like, listen, honey, because she watched a movie with ballerinas in it, and I was just like, she goes, I want to do that, and I was like, okay, honey, if you want to do that, then it takes a lot of work. It's not going to be easy, sometimes it's going to hurt, and sometimes it's going to be really fun, and sometimes it's going to be really frustrating, and that's just what it is. And what is it? She said, I said, honey, you could do, what is it? It was leap. And there was one where she was spinning around, and I was like, yeah, honey, you could do that. And she goes, okay. And I was like, or you don't have to do it. If you don't want to do it, it's not that big a deal, because I'm not going to force this kid to do it. The only thing I do want her to take at some point, I do want her to take a martial arts. That's it.
For defense?
Yes. I wasn't allowed to take it as a kid, and I really wish I had it when I got to college. So I would just, like, even if it's something super basic and super easy, I don't care, as long as she has some form of what to do in certain situations, because I really, really, really wish I had something. Luckily, I had Alex eventually, so it's not that big a deal.
I'm just picturing her in Cobra Kai now.
Which we haven't watched. Oh my god, we haven't watched Cobra Kai yet.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, you don't expect
it's on the
anything
3rd
deep,
season.
Jackie. Yeah, there's nothing deep in there.
I
you know what I mean?
There's no. I was not expecting Cobra Kai to be like the next, mental.
Is it good? Yes.
Yeah.
Is it?
You done?
No, you know what it is.
What?
There's one thing that won't tighten, and it's not something that I can use.
You need a wrench.
No, it's not something I can. I mean, I guess I could use a wrench that's bigger than the ones they provide.
Okay.
But I need either a wrench or I need a clamp.
Up top.
Problem is, I gotta do the entire thing left-handed.
Okay. Do you want me to do it? Because I'm ambidextrous.
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. He's almost done.
All I gotta do is get this one thing tightened to the point where it doesn't leak everywhere, and it's fine.
One thing tightened to the point where it doesn't leak everywhere. That's what I want to hear.
Well, I mean, you don't want the leak.
I don't want the leak. You're right. What,
Yeah,
you mean
it's
like how the Expendables isn't a philosophical masterpiece? Speak for yourself, Seraph. No.
Oh, I couldn't. We tried to watch those one time.
I haven't seen them yet.
It's not. No, I don't think it's worth the time, effort, or pain that you'll experience
okay.
afterward.
Oh, the pain. Okay, I won't. I'll knock it off the list. It was never on my list, so that's an easy. That's an easy one. Just because I wanted two explosions.
It's definitely got those.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to see those.
Isn't Helen Mirren in it?
She was in Red.
Oh, Red. That was it. Okay, never mind. Right.
No, Red was fine.
I just remember Helen Mirren being like a sharpshooter or something, and I remember thinking to myself, like, this woman played the queen.
She's played a lot of things, so.
Yeah, she's cracking me up. Like, you can always tell when actors and actresses have gotten enough money to be comfortable, because they can do whatever the fuck they want. And Helen Mirren has definitely, like, she hit that a while ago, but she's just riding it right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Betty White's also up there.
Hey, when you're... Is she 99 now? Is that what it is?
Yeah, she's 99 now. Can you believe it?
When you're 99,
and she's still working. And she's still working.
I know. You get to do whatever the fuck you want at that point.
Well, so I remember, I remember her from the Golden Girls, but I remember, Betty White is the epitome of fuck, I'll do what I want. Exactly. But I remember her, the first thing I saw her come back in was Bringing Down the House. And she played one of the most racist white ladies. And the best part is that she's, like, if you meet her in person, she's nothing like that.
Oh, absolutely not.
And she's such a sweetheart. But it was that in Lake Placid. She was the old lady in Lake Placid. She's the one that, like, fed her husband to the crocodile.
Oh, really?
Well, she didn't do it, like, she didn't feed it to it, but, like, so her and her husband were taking care of the crocodile, and one of the cows got out or whatever, so he went to go rescue the cow, and the husband got eaten by the crocodile. And she was like, there's nothing I could do, and blah, 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 so, he's a pet, so we just kind of, like, took care of him. But she cracked me up. She was so fucking funny in Lake Placid that I was just like, Betty White, you stole my heart.
Well, like Alex, I'm an old man, so I know her from all the game shows before.
Oh, yeah, she was great in Match Game. Are you kidding? I used to love watching her on Match Game.
Match Game, and obviously Password.
And Password, yeah. Was she was on Pyramid, right? A couple times?
I'm sure she was.
Yeah, she was great. Yeah, we don't worry. My parents used to sit there and watch Game Show Network. It's ridiculous.
Used to. They still do.
For all I know, I don't fucking know. The kids are over there enough where I'm not even sure that's the case. My sister's kids that they're co-raising.
Well, if it's kids, then you put the kids' game shows on. Get the Double Dare, Legends of Hidden Temple.
They don't watch those. It's the saddest thing. They don't watch those. But there is this new game show that they watch that I'm not sure I want to bother with, where it's about people doing putt-putt mini golf, but they have to do all kinds of weird scenarios. Like there's one where they have to wear flame retardant suits and they could catch on fire at any moment while they're putt-putting.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kids show?
Oh yeah. It's weird. I don't even remember what it's called, but they were like so all about it because my brother-in-law golfs, and he's been trying to get my dad to golf for the longest time. So because my brother-in-law is so into golf, my nephew is kind of into golf, especially putt-putting, because that's what my dad does with him out in the backyard occasionally. He'll do like a little tiny mini golf thing.
Right.
So, but they loved that show, and I was just like, as I'm watching it, a part of me is just like, this is so fucked up. Like, why are you setting these people on fire? These are regular people. You're just setting them on fire. God forbid a part of that suit doesn't fucking work.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to.
God.
Like, to do that, you gotta be a stuntman. Or
right? You gotta know the
you gotta be
risks,
paid
man.
a lot of money.
Well, that's the sad part. Stuntmen don't get paid a lot of money for that kind of shit, but they get more jobs.
Sure.
So then they make money eventually. These people are just trying to get, like, I don't know, $2,000 to putt-putt. And I'm like, you couldn't pay me $2,000 to fucking put a suit on and set me on fire?
No.
You gotta go a lot higher than that, my man. Like, are you kidding me?
Oh, God.
Yeah, so there's that one, and then they had another game show that they were watching that was just as dumb. I don't remember. I'd be down. So what's the minimum, Seraph, for getting set on fire? Because I mean, don't get me wrong, I went to film school, so I actually know how to set somebody on fire safely. I just don't want to do it. You've been on fire? Literally?
Oh.
Paid is a step up. Well, Alex might be flooding my house right now, so I might be going the other way.
Well, this
pants. Oh Jesus! I feel like
Jackie,
this is a joke.
If you were to be on fire and Alex floods the house, this would be the time to do it.
Yeah, that's true. Although, I mean, I still have that burn I got at Christmas. It's got a nice wicked scar there now. If you can.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Oh yeah. I've got a nice wicked scar, so that's cool. That'll, as we keep telling Miles every time he bashes his head, chicks dig scars. And then Alex, being Alex, went dicks dig scars too. So who knows which way he's gonna go. I don't know why that was necessary.
Well, yes you do.
What?
It's Alex.
Well, now wait a
minute.
minute.
Gonna get the line out.
Yeah, exactly. Now wait a minute, Seraph. Are you telling me that being in the desert, because he says, I lived in a goddamn desert, nothing around for miles, just set shit on fire. Now wait a minute. Are you telling, so are the scenarios like you're setting off fireworks or something? Because I get that. I mean, you are in the middle of nowhere. You can set all kinds of shit off there. But are you saying that for fun, for shits and giggles, you're what, like taking a whole bunch? Just setting sagebrush on fire. Yeah, see that one doesn't make sense to me.
Why were you like having a child and announcing their gender at birth?
Who? We? Him?
No.
Oh, please. Seraph has said after watching our kids he doesn't want to have any.
No, I know. I was referring to
Oh, nope. Just bored high school. Oh, high schoolers. Oh. Yeah, those stupid kids. Those fucking... oh my God. Don't even get me started on that one. Setting the fires in the fucking woods. I'm so... Ugh. My cousin is a firefighter in Denver, and he's gone to those wildfires because they get paid a lot of money to give up a month of their lives to go and fight those fires. And so he did it not just for the money. He's also a bit of a, like, he would have re-enlisted to go another term in the Marines if his girlfriend at the time, who became his wife, didn't talk him out of it. And rightly so, because we were all very concerned. And he wanted to become an LA cop, and we talked him out of that. So he's also a bit of a busybody, we'll put it that way. That's the nicest way I could put it. But yeah, like, all the shit that happens down there, man, like, oh my God, why would you fucking play with fire in the middle of the fucking forest?
No, God, no.
Shit.
At least the desert,
Yeah, at least the desert, if something gets set on fire, there's not too much around to, like, fall, keep going.
Right.
I may also have a $50 size scar of pure scar tissue. Hot glue. Now that one I get, because I have done that. I actually have a horrible scar on my thumb from a project I recently did with Abby.
She wasn't holding it.
No. Well, so that's part of it. Is like, I honestly, I don't think she took seriously how much it can hurt, because I have scars on multiple fingers from the hot glue gun. She wasn't taking it seriously how much it could hurt, until I got burned really bad, and she saw, and we had to do like the whole burn. Not from holding it backwards. That's just fucking stupid. All right. Maybe if I was a kid, I'd be like, yeah, I was that dumb. I did that. But I'm fucking 30. Oh God. Yeah. No. Now Abby takes it seriously. Now whenever I'm handling the glue gun, Abby goes, "Mommy, be careful. It's really hot." Thank you, honey. Or whenever I'm cutting something up in the kitchen, "Mommy, be careful. The knives are sharp." Thanks, Abs.
Well,
4th or 5th grade. That's actually fairly young. 4th or 5th grade. That's not. I'd still say that's in the realm of not having stellar reasoning capabilities.
True. It's also not old either.
It's not. Although Alex, I don't know if Alex ever told you the fun story of him and the hot plate at high school.
Yeah, I know the hot plate story.
Yep. So, I mean, you don't have to be young to be dumb.
Very, very true.
Wise words. There you go. A Jackie-ism for the ages.
God.
You don't have to be young to be dumb.
I mean, look around these days, Jackie.
Oh my God. I maintain that it was done on purpose. That the system as instituted, I'm not saying it's like a whole conspiracy theory, but we were expected to stay dumb so that we were malleable. I seriously think that they want people to be dumb because then they'll believe anything, which is what happened with these fucking Trump people. And luckily, I'd like to say that most of humanity has a natural desire to learn beyond. Some of them don't. I will give you that. Some of them are just fucking morons.
Very much most.
Mm-hmm. But I'd like to think that the people who want to be better and learn more have the drive to do something with it. So that's my hope for the future. So there you go. I don't have much of that anymore.
I'll take some hope.
Yeah.
Did you watch today at all?
No, Alex told me about some of the stuff that happened. We're gonna watch the poem that was read probably tomorrow. I couldn't handle it tonight. But I know I saw some of the Bernie memes that have already started happening.
Yeah.
I liked that. No, I haven't heard anything, and I did hear about the stuff that he's already put into place, so that's good. I had not previously, before today, I had not heard about the 1776, whatever it was called. Yeah.
That is the dumbest thing.
Alex read it to me, and I swear to God, I was just fuck off. Where are your pants?
Wet.
Are you serious?
I had to get into the shower to get an angle.
An angle to what?
An angle to the water hose. Because we have that big thing on top of our toilet with the legs, prevents getting in with an actual wrench because the wrench arms are too long. So, the cold water function of it, not going to work.
I'm sorry, are you telling me that we're going to scald ourselves?
No, the hot water is warm. Trust me, it's fine. You can't use the cold water side of it because the piping that we have and the actual connections are like 1,000 fucking years old.
Yeah.
So I could always get there's 3 components that needed to be tightened. I could always get 2 of the 3 in a different configuration. But because of how old they are and how close they are, there'd always be one that was just leaking, like, and not even leaking a little, just like, whoosh. So I was like, fuck it, fine. And I just reconnected the toilet like it was normally. I've got the pick line that goes over to the sink. It works. This is already a mistake, I can tell. Abby is going to spray water everywhere.
100%.
She's going to go in there and be like, what's this do? Whoop.
Well, for a while there, she should not be left alone in there.
Agreed. She's gonna get 100% blasted in the face by this.
Well, you know what? If she gets blasted in the face by it, then maybe the lesson will be learned.
Miles, however, will go in there and blast himself in the face and go.
Yes, he will. He'll love it.
And then.
And then I'll tell you right now, he won't even notice it because the first thing he does when he runs into the bathroom is run to the counter, stand up on the step stool, and go, teeth? Teeth?
No, okay. So,
teeth?
So Jackie, another issue here. You know how our toilet sounds like a panther when you flush it?
Yeah.
It's because the pressure that we have is insane.
Okay.
It's another reason why I couldn't. I was tightening these motherfuckers like crazy, and it wasn't quite enough. So, the spray from the bidet is, I don't know, like a jet
Spray
engine
from the
blasting
bidet.
me in the
Now, I
ass.
thought you said that that's adjustable.
It's adjustable if we order another part.
So then order the other part.
But it's not like, trust me, you can manage it from
I
here.
don't care about that. That's fine. Bless you. Just
Give
order
it a
the other
shot.
part. If it makes it more comfortable for you, order the goddamn part.
Trust me, it won't make it more comfortable for me. What I want to have happen is I want my ass blasted. That's. Put it in the quote bot. I want my ass blasted 3 times a day.
I don't want to be here anymore.
My phone died.
Can you fucking just come in here and play this
I gotta
game?
wash my hands. I've been digging around behind our toilet for the
Yeah.
past hour.
I think we'll give that one to him. He should definitely wash his hands.
Yeah.
And a half.
Ugh. God, I don't want to be
I
here.
gotta tell you, I didn't want to spend 100. The ease of use for this thing, the ease of connection, was grossly misstated.
You believe that?
He.
That's a mistake.
I told him last March when quarantine first started and everybody was panicking over toilet paper and all this other crap. I was like, why don't we just get a bidet? We've been talking about it for a while. Yeah. You know, let's just do it. I think it'd be more comfortable for you, you know, with everything. I think it'd be worth it, you know, whatever. And he was like, no, they're too expensive for what I want, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, but it's worth it. It's an investment. Like, it's not like we have to pay it over and over again. It's this one time that we'll do it and whatever, blah, blah. And he talked me out of it for a whole year. And then finally, Monday night, I guess in a stupor, he ordered one, and I didn't even know. He didn't tell me. On Tuesday, I look on Amazon to see if any orders are going to come, and that just happened to show up. So, that was the thing. And, I mean, he says he did his research, so I'm going to trust him because, you know.
I'll just tell you, I was looking at this same thing back in March.
Hang on, let me just lift this up so we don't see your junk.
I was looking at this same thing back in March, and it was $200. I looked at it again now, and it was $50.
That makes me concerned, though, because, I mean, it might have been $50 because it sucked and people weren't buying it, so they lowered the price.
The reviews are fantastic.
Alright.
I was doing research on places that were saying, like, you know, this is a really good one. Like, it's not gonna sing you a tune, right?
I don't really want something that's cleaning my asshole to sing me a tune.
Some of them do.
Fuck that.
Kind of like how there might be like a little jingle on your washing machine.
There's no jingle on our washing machine. That's
Not our washing
Mom
machine.
and Dad's washing machine. Our
machine's-
washing machine goes. Ah!
Our washing machine's 50 years old. Like.
Most of our appliances are 50 years old. And the one appliance that's not 50 years old, we have to fucking call the store and have them fix it.
It's the only one that's not working.
I know, the heater. Those poor kids.
It's fucking freezing in our house.
If it was just the two of us, I wouldn't give a shit. But because it doesn't put any heat at all into the kids' room, that makes me concerned.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Miles has woken up with, like, frigid toes.
Who say something?
Something.
One more time?
One more time.
Okay, I can kind of hear you. That's fine.
So,
I'm here.
we solved the mystery of everything. It was baby Amelia Earhart who stole the toy box.
Okay.
Here you
How
go.
did you get a vampire over to Jurgen?
So, we used Slushy. We told him to go visit Kringle, and he went to see Jurgen in the sarcophagus.
I was gonna say the other one. We keep telling like,
hey, Kringle wants to talk to you, so I'm sure it would head over that direction.
Yeah, we did that. Hang on, I'll be right back.
We fumbled around with that for a long time before we finally
Your
realized.
blanket.
Oh, shit.
You're in Charles. You're in control. Do what you gotta do.
I'm in Charles. Is that
Charles in charge?
I'm Charles in charge.
I'm having a really hard time right now. I've unloaded lots of personal baggage waiting for you. So
I heard. I was listening the whole time while I was
Great.
fucking like crushing my fingers with these awful little plastic wrenches they gave us. Ow.
But at least now we have wrenches, right? Because that was one of the things that we were concerned about, is we didn't have any wrenches.
We didn't have enough wrenches. But...
What's your drink?
Orange vanilla polar seltzer.
Yeah. I didn't want that kind, but
You
that's
know
the
what?
kind
It
they
kind of
bought.
tastes like a creamsicle.
I don't like that.
I know you don't, but I like creamsicles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so nope.
Oh, okay.
So then what happened?
Oh, so so we've answered all the questions on, well, you know, when he was interviewing us, like, how did you do this and blah blah blah. So we answered all those questions, and then he was like, oh, okay. So now your reward, we need Max to do. You don't have a background. Why are you even bothering with that shit?
We don't have a background.
Oh, fuck you. I kept trying to do that.
It's because you had to turn on Sam.
Oh.
There's a little object here
Fucking-
called Sam. You need to hit the eyeball. But it doesn't matter because the lighting's all fucked anyway, so.
You'll get my life insurance. It's fine.
I will say, I would like you to tone down the amount of times that you try to convince people you're going to kill yourself.
I'm not convincing anybody.
On stream.
I'm not convincing anybody. Nobody believes me. Anyway.
One day they'll see.
Oh God, Alex.
The way you say it is so much worse than the way I say it.
Yeah, somehow that was far worse, Alex.
Oh, I was imitating you, Jackie. That wasn't my own.
By the way, where's the fucking light that's supposed to go over here? The one that I bought you. I bought you a set of lights and they're fucking...
I know, Miles decided it was his.
As soon as you put this up, you could have put the light back up, so I don't want to hear excuses.
I know, it's difficult to have a light right there since I have one ingress point to my desk. And to put a C-stand in front of it.
Whose fault was that?
The children?
Yours. It's yours.
Okay.
No, it's the children who are wrong.
It's the children who are wrong.
Jesus Christ. Anyway. So, fuck, Al.
What?
Calm yourself. So anyway, so he's like, I need you to do whatever. I'm gonna summon Yog-Sothoth and blah blah blah. If you don't do it, then Sam's gonna get eaten by flesh-eating ants. And that's where we are now. He's summoning Yog-Sothoth to do whatever he needs to do.
It's one of those classic Sammun-Mak's telltale boss fight things.
Yes, we summon thee with the deathless words from the Book of Abominations. Now you say, Umke Onine, the other ways Einfei.
I see him! There he is, in the chest!
Yog-Sothoth?
Tentacles, glowing red eyes. Yep, gotta be him. Shorter than I expected him to be.
Let me see. Where?
Alright, have we done any of this yet?
No.
No.
I don't think you have any of the other items right now.
You do
have to
not.
get them.
Nice atmospheric touch.
Yikes. Yikes.
The nostrils are shut. Onto the dark side, Charlie.
The moon.
Nice atmospheric touch.
That's right.
Nice atmosphere.
What about the
Yes,
sandbags?
You can't do anything with that right now.
Yeah.
I won't
You probably
tolerate
gotta
any
choose
more
the
of
other
your
choice.
tricks. Say the words or face the consequences.
Oh, wait a second.
Looks like the counterweight for the moon. Nice atmospheric touch.
Come along now.
Those are some creepy toys.
Kamala?
Oh, come on. That's lame. There was so much he could have said there.
It was a trick can after all.
What about
Now
the tongue?
You say, Umke Onine, the other ways Einfei.
Oh, I'll hit that on the next day around.
Umke Onine, the other ways Einfei.
It's happening!
Yeah, well, we aim to please. Catch you around.
Wait, one little thing I forgot to mention. Yog-Sagoth demands the sacrifice
That's your problem.
of the one in the summoning circle.
What the?
Such a
So we lost?
welcome, my lord.
Yeah.
Whoa, forget this. Scenes like this are unsuitable. For
Oh yeah,
unreasonable
so
viewers
Max
like
is
me.
actually peeing outside. I'm sorry, Sam is peeing outside and Max started the video without him.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. What's my motivation supposed to be?
Abject fear.
Right.
I swear to God that Mr. Paperweight looks like an actor and I just can't
But I
fucking
do
think
have-
who.
He does look like an actor.
I got
He,
cookies.
he looks like the guy from The Mummy.
Oh,
Mummy Returns.
yeah, Jonathan, whatever. What is his name? Not Jonathan,
No,
but John.
No, not John Hamm. No.
No?
He looks like the. Because in the first one, it's the guy in the museum. Remember?
Right, the guy with the
Book?
fez you're talking about.
Yeah, it's the guy with the fez in the second movie.
Yeah.
Not the guy that's on the wrong side of the river.
No, not
No,
Benny.
no, that's
Not
Benny.
Benny. God, I
Looks
still
like
have
the
that whole
counter
fucking
for one of
movie
the
memorized, man. I could recite that whole thing.
Hmm.
There's gotta be something, man, but...
I'm gonna use the cookies on the pit of ants.
Alright.
No.
What if you did the joke on him?
With the newspaper?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, fuck it. Forget it.
Now you say
I'm out.
There.
you're not.
All right.
Where?
Now say it.
Look close.
We've already finished the other reels.
Nothing you can do is Max right now. And
Yeah. He's wearing a hat, by the way,
Looks like the
in your
looks like
vision.
the counter. Onto the dark side.
Lies.
Hmm.
I won't tolerate
right.
any more of your tricks.
Here, Jackie, you try some
Shady
stuff. I
words
just wanna
or
plug my phone
face
in.
the consequences.
Yeah, my phone.
to be fair, Jackie, at least you don't have to move around.
It's true.
Right
I
now.
hate that fucking...
Those are some creepy toys. I don't give cookies to just anyone.
Nah.
Now you say, Umke onine, the other way's Einfe.
Should I just say it?
No, because that kills
No.
you.
Right.
Yep.
Hi there, Yog-Sagoth.
You can't fool me again.
What's that you said? You want to be my demon creature?
Let me see.
That's
Where?
Well, clearly, maybe you want to
close.
sacrifice him.
what I'm trying to do.
Right. I mean, so he needs to be sacrificed when he's in here.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah,
change
Look
your
at his
vision.
hat and his mustache!
Wait, go back to Sam and talk to Max.
Yeah, go to Sam now and
This
talk to Max.
position.
No point in
And it
that.
just says switch.
Do you talk to Paperweight now?
No.
Damn.
Can you say the joke to him? Although it's not really a joke.
You know what's funny though?
Hmm.
Cutting the cucumber
Likewise.
Lies. I won't tolerate any more of your tricks. Say the words. Or
So I
face
think
the
we're gonna stall for
consequences.
time here and then switch, or stay Max here. Do a little bit of.
He looks like the
Oh, stay
Tooch.
Sam here.
He looks like
What?
Stanley
He's got a
Tucci
little
on,
bit of Stanley
just a
Tucci.
little bit. Just a little bit. But you don't call
He's
Stanley
got a-
Tucci the
A
Tooch?
touch of the Tooch.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay,
It's got a
okay.
touch of the Tooch.
Oh!
We were dropped a little lower. Now use the pit of ants.
Yikes.
Use the cookies.
Looks like the counterweight for the moon. Looks like the counterweight for one of the stars.
That's gotta be
Yeah,
important.
try for the cookies on the ants. Now that we're
I
lower.
don't think that's gonna do it.
No point in that.
I think it has to do with the counterweights.
Okay.
But I just don't know how.
Can you put the cookies on the counterweight for the moon?
Let's see.
No. I don't think so.
Whatever you just did.
Sorry.
No, leave it that way. Don't touch anything else.
Why was your audio all jacked up
Yes.
before?
Well, it was only coming in one ear. Now it's coming in both.
Oh, good.
Maybe it's Max that needs to use it.
Yeah, but he can't because he switches over to.
Right.
Alright, what else do we have that we can interact with? Evil toys, pit of ants, the doll, the star, the counterweight for the star, the moon. The nose for the... Can you touch the nose?
The nostrils are shut.
How do we open the nostrils?
The nostrils are shut.
Can't do anything with the tongue? Right.
I thought of that.
What if we just don't touch anything for a bit and have him drop you down one lower? Oh, you can grab the torch now.
Nice atmospheric touch.
Oh, fuck off.
Nice atmospheric touch.
Can we heat up the cookies?
Here. Heat up the cookies yourself.
Or light the newspaper on fire?
No point in that.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Nice.
Why is that on fire in our pocket?
Where else are you gonna put it?
There's one. You gotta do the other one now. I don't know how you're gonna do that.
How do you get sent back up?
You're trying my patience.
Can you do something with the dummy?
Onto the dark side, Charm?
Now you...
Trick coming
Hi
down?
there, Yaksagat. You can... Let me see... Where... Look close.
No, can you look at the dummy?
No.
You sure?
Onto the dark side.
Yes.
Can you talk them back?
Can you throw the torchy thing at the other one?
No.
At the other counterweight?
Yeah.
Can't reach it. Nice atmospheric.
Can you throw it on the dummy?
What,
The torch.
Didn't we put the cookies inside the nostril last time?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I won't tolerate any...
This is where my skee-ball expertise pays off.
Double cooks.
Double cookies.
Charlie, am I glad to see you?
There we go. So now I think you want to do the talk the paperweight to trick him, and then be able to use the power.
Yes.
No, you want to do it as the.
No, you want to trick him first.
Right, trick him first.
Did I just say that?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I could.
Now you say... Hi there, Yaksagat. You can... What's that? Let me see.
Got you right in the back.
Close.
Ha cha cha cha.
Let's do this.
Don't believe the mustache is real.
Ow.
Go on, give it a tug.
Hardy har har.
Okay, on Ine, the other way's Einfei.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I had to see what he would say there.
I like that it's the smiley.
Well, that was impressively grotesque.
Toy box.
Certainly gave the audience their money's worth, wouldn't you say, folks?
There's nobody there.
It's empty.
What about this thing?
Oh, that's right. Can't have the Devil's Toy Box falling into any other villainous hands.
Where should we stash it?
It's got a koala on top too.
Fellas. I appreciate your thinking of us, but we don't do that old world hocus pocus anymore. I got a nice dry cleaning business, and Nefertiti's going to school for...
Dad! I told you!
Ooh.
It isn't Nefertiti
Jesus.
anymore. It's Bubbles.
What?
Sorry, we can't help
It's her American name.
but you see how it is.
Yeah, we see how it is. Come on, Max.
I like that it's an angry
Boy,
duck.
America sure has changed these guys. I hardly recognize them. Look, Samuth, they even slice their cucumbers lengthwise.
Diese Duse Fiesel eingefällt. Have we fallen so far? We have forgotten our heritage. We have forgotten we are moles.
Okay, we'll take the toy chest back.
Great. Keep us posted if...
But you've got to help us guard it.
You will live here in this boiler room with us. There's plenty of space.
How about we compromise? Our kids will open an office in the building and help you keep an eye on the chest.
Kids?
Shut up, Maximus.
Now let's see. We'd better cast that spell of protection to keep it safe.
Let me do it, Dad. Stand over there so you
Oh,
don't
she's
get
gonna kill them
zapped
all.
by the magic.
You want to do that?
Let's see. How does it go again?
The Holstein hex! You're not turning me into no cow!
Maximus!
Wah wah.
You know, there's a great basement apartment opening up on 83rd Street. 2 bedrooms, built-in washer dryer.
Wah wah.
Or is it?
Clearly not.
Because they don't have kids yet.
2 skeletons, 4 moldering reels of film, and
For all we know,
1
they've sewn
buried
notes and there's
toy
a
box.
bunch of kids running around that
A
they don't know about.
century-old story, now forgotten.
It was the
in
20s.
Sub-basement
Sure.
of history. But the past has a
I like that as a band
disconcerting
name, by the way.
tendency to claw
So
through
notes.
the freshly laid sod
I hate
of the
that.
present and wrap
I love
its
it.
I know you
cadaverous fingers around the entrails.
Especially if it's a good, like, teenager band. You know what I mean?
It's disgusting. It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Well, that took longer than expected. The
Oh
restaurant
no,
and
it's a
train
super
station
group,
was
and it's
closed,
got to be
so I
like
had to
John Bonham
pay.
Jr. and it's just all the kids
You
of
watched
like.
Andy
Jason
without
Bonham?
me, didn't you? You
Yes.
malevolent
Yes,
little
John Bonham
fiend?
Jr.
So tell me, what was the big final
Little
act
Johnny.
twist? Samuth and Maximus dragged underground by sex-crazed anarchist sewer rats? Come on, little buddy, don't keep me in suspense.
Oh, no.
Obviously, the story was moving towards some mind-boggling final twist. So what was it?
It's like the
Man,
ring.
What's wrong with you,
It's the ring.
little buddy?
His brain.
Mm-hmm.
Ew. Oh, that sound effect. Oh.
How's it going?
Keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all
No,
times.
that sound effect is
The
getting me,
ride
man.
is about to
Ah.
get twisted.
Because it sounds like. Ugh.
They stole Max's brain.
Are we starting that one or are we doing something else?
Yeah, I'm
It's
down
10
to start.
o'clock.
I'm down to start it.
Cool.
Yeah, well, I'll update the game on the old Twitch.
The old Twitcherino. So what'd you think of the Tomb of Sammun-Mak?
Oh yeah, we gotta do that. Hold on. Let me. One thing is.
I'm sorry, what?
That was me saying fuck as I sneezed.
Cool. So, I liked this one. I really liked the reels. I thought it was cool.
It took us a while,
It did, but I
but
thought
we
that was
also
a
like
really-
stopped playing for several weeks.
Yeah, but I just thought that was a really clever game mechanic. You know, having to go back and forth and interact
Yeah.
and stuff. I liked that.
My problem is that I don't think it's as good as the time travel one.
No, for sure the time travel one was better.
Previous season.
I agree with that.
Right.
But I still enjoyed this one. It was still a lot of fun. The jokes are pretty good. Fucking.
I liked all this. I liked all the spell stuff. I liked those puzzles.
I could have done without those creepy toys, but
Well, don't worry. There's plenty more of that to come.
I'm sure.
All right. So what's the rating, Jackie?
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, I'm on the like the 8 and 8.5 train.
Well, which is it? 8 or 8.5?
I'm trying to think.
8.3.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
Okay.
All right, you're on 8.5. I'm with Jackie on this. I think it's more of an 8. I don't think it's as good as the first episode.
No.
But there's enough interesting stuff to keep it, and it was better than I remembered it.
You
So
know,
maybe
you know what it is though.
I'll
It might just be
hear it.
because it made me think so fondly of the Last Express. That
Because the
There's a
train.
bit of that.
yeah.
God, I loved The Last Express. It was so great.
Yeah, like so we kind of give these games a little bit of crap for the puzzles being really really easy, and this one had us thinking for.
Oh
portions of
yeah,
it.
this
So-
one we actually had to like buckle down
and they weren't like bullshit answers too.
Right.